Hi guys, welcome back. The disruption factor, shall we have a look at that? What is it all about? Well, disruption factor was born of this idea that how broken is a process or experience? How could we get our heads around understanding what the potential for improvement is? So with that in mind, the sort of genesis of the disruption factor was a lot of number crunching and a lot of data analysis. So let me share my screen and we will get into the disruption factor. So let's have a look. So there we go. Forgive that little wait. Disruption factor. So what is it about? If you understand the customer internal or external, you've gone through the concept of the moment of truth, and you might have had a chance to actually apply that within innovation. You'll be home and dry and you'll actually understand that. If you haven't got those other concepts yet, the moment of truth, this whole idea of innovation, just go back, watch those other things, and you'll be primed and ready for the disruption factor. So give you a little bit of the genesis of this. Back in the day, we were getting lots of data from organizations who were going through the process of becoming outside in. And they were looking at all their moments of truth, and they were looking at the relationships between moments of truth, the internal work that was taking place, the business rules, and so on. And we were sending this data off to our colleagues at the Process Management Institute to do some number crunching, to look at the sort of relationship between moments of truth and the internal work we had to do. Really founded on the belief that if you were in retail, high street retail fashion, that was quite different to being a pharmaceutical company. And that again was quite different to being a government bureaucracy or a government entity or something like that. And surely the relationship to the moments of truth and the internal work that takes place would be different. So when we start to think about that is, well, what is the relationship? You know, what does it actually look like? So this is the disruption factor chart. And as you can see, it's got a number of conditions along the bottom, ranging from death spiral there on the right over to ideal on the left. Right. And with that sort of thing in mind, what this is doing, this is allowing us to tabulate our moments of truth. So the moments of truth on the bottom axis, ranging from 1, it's an ideal process experience, to, in this instance, over into the death spiral, 31 moments of truth and above. And the closer we get to the left, the better it is for our organization and the better it is for our customers. The more we are to the right, and certainly 13 moments of truth and above, right, is just negatively disruptive to our organization and indeed our customers. Our service will be worse, our costs will be higher, apparent complexity will be greater, you know, the ability to get things done in a simple way. That will be pretty much represented by the ideal or optimized set of experiences and processes. And the formula which gives us the calculation for the disruption factor, as you can see there, is moments of truth multiplied by moments of truth minus 1, divide that by 2, and add 4 times moments of truth. Now, the astute amongst you will say, why 4 times moments of truth? When folks were doing that original analysis, they figured out that for every moment of truth that exists, there were likely 4 internal independencies, which linked to that moment of truth. So whether it was systems activity or other people activity, doing internal work that didn't directly involve the customer. And the ratio of that amount of work to a moment of truth is 4 to 1, fairly typically 4 to 1. Even when you've improved it, it's difficult to get it to less than 3. So in this instance, we're looking at current state experiences and processes, figuring out the disruption factor, and then just in the same sort of way, just as we did the example before of the B2B, they went from 28 moments of truth down to 6. So we could turn that into a calculation based on that whole idea and that formula and figure out the percentage improvement. That was very quickly the disruption factor. I hope you got that one. So disruption factor. So we've done 3 things now: moments of truth, innovation, and disruption factors. So those are 3 sort of pretty powerful, independently used. They're really powerful. Put them together and boy, will you achieve transformation. The next stepping stone to get is North Star alignment. So come and join me for that. North Star alignment when you're ready. Cheers. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye-bye.